All right, all right. Hello, 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 teammates and everyone in cyber world. Welcome to Financial Coach for You weekly team webinar. I can't believe the month of November is winding down to a close. Remember, anything can happen in this last quarter. I am Financial Coach Ray, the founder, the CEO of Financial Coach for You. Thanks for taking time out to join us. You're in for an absolute treat. As you can see, we meet here every single week virtually. So you could you could use your smartphone, your laptop, iPads, your desktop, and thanks to Google Hangouts feature, free feature, and the tools of Ingreso Cybernetico. Getting all dressed up and driving miles and miles to a building for a meeting is simply a thing of the past because the world that we live in is rapidly evolving. So we at Financial Coach for You have to change with the times. In order to connect with the masses of people that needs our services, we have to stay ahead of the game. So feel free to use the chat feature to the right of your screen to communicate with other team members or panelists because we have a great lineup for you. We have great information to share with you. At every team meeting, my goal personally is to have you walk away with nuggets that's going to help you implement those plans in place or share with other people that you may come in contact with. Remember now, knowledge is power, but applying that knowledge is even more powerful. I can see we have folks checking in from all over the U.S. We have San Diego, we have Northern California in the house, we got Arkansas, Texas. Wow, Maryland is on. We have Florida that just checked in, North Carolina, Tennessee. If I miss your state, just send me a quick text and I'll be happy to give you a little props. So now I'm going to turn this platform over to Coach Wakil Jackson. He is our up-and-coming rising star VP from Texas. So he's going to open up in prayer and bring us our motivational seconds. So I'll turn this over to you, Coach Wakil.
All right, thank you, Sister Ray. We could all bow our heads, please. Dear Father God, we just thank you for giving us this chance, this opportunity to come on board every week and give our daily advice, our daily instruction, and just to be able to motivate people to move forward throughout the week and help family members and help other individuals out with any financial needs or just anything in general, dear God, that you put into our heart to ask them about, dear Father God. Ask that you give those who are traveling tonight, dear God, safe traveling mercies, dear God. And those who may be on viewing tonight, that you just camp your angels around them. And may you open up their hearts and minds to receive the knowledge and training that Sister Ray and I have prepared for them this night, dear Father God. I ask that you just continue to help us push forward and work on this quarter that we're coming up at the end of this year, dear God. That we just continue to grind hard and we put forth all the effort and we make sure that we spend our time and our mindsets on what truly matters to us and to those around us, dear God. It's in your precious wonderful name we praise you, we thank you, and we love you. Amen.
Amen.
All right, for the motivational seconds tonight, I want to speak more about longevity. When you go into something such as a business, you can't start with a short-term goal for a long-term situation. When you decide to sign up and do something, you're going to have your downs. You're going to have your times where you feel like, it's just not worth it anymore. But that's when you truly grind hard in your own heart and you make sure that you put together the streams and the tools necessary and you pray and you ask God to help you bring it through. Because a few years down the road, you're going to look back and you're going to remember those times. You'll remember the times where some people fell off or some people helped you stay strong. And you realize what this business has become and how far you're willing to go for your business. So as we sit here tonight and we continue to move on, just remember to pray and ask God for longevity in everything that you do. Back to you, Sister Ray.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Coach Wakil. Longevity, I'm thinking about my grandmother. She's 95 years old. She'll be 95 years old next month. Well, January. Yeah. She'll be 95. Longevity. And when you talk about your business, it's really, truly your business. So that brings us up to our topic of this evening, end of the fourth quarter push. We're smack dead in the middle of the quarter. Actually, we have, one more month before the quarter is over. And I can't believe the holiday season is right here. Many small businesses, this is the slowest time of the year for most. But in the financial services business, if you play the game right, this is the most profitable time of the year. Those of you who have followed me throughout the years know my thoughts about the fourth quarter. It's time to start thinking about how to finish strong. It's not time to look back and say, "Oh my gosh, I did not accomplish everything there is to accomplish for the year." Now is the time to get that momentum moving well into the new year. Before you know it, January will be around the corner. We'll be right there. We'll be starting that new year and looking and saying, "Hey, we're setting our goals, we're setting our dreams for this year." But you have to start your momentum and depend heavily on how you finish strong this end of the quarter. So here are a few questions to ask yourself as you prepare your team or your business to finish strong. Uh, First of all, and Wakil, chime in anytime. What business relationships can we solidify? What are some businesses out there that we can solidify relationships with? Um, I'm gonna just, chime in or throw this out. Financial coach for you, we look into collaborating with churches because I teach financial and spiritual classes along with Brother Robert at our church. And so my goal is how can I collaborate with other churches, especially in our community, to offer these same services to them? Then you look around you. There are a lot of small businesses in our community that need the help. They don't have the money in place to start their marketing campaign. They don't have money in place to pay their employees, let alone pay for $1,000 website or pay for somebody to manage their marketing team, right? So what we do at Financial Coach for You is plan lunch and learns. We go in. What an awesome way to meet people at their jobs, providing them with a lunch while they learn about what we do. So I truly believe that it's all about collaborating and uniting forces to accomplish a common goal. Small businesses need that information for their employees. They cannot afford to pay for it. So we come in and provide that services for them, those services for them. So is our relationship strong enough to ask for their commitment? Absolutely. You got to know what you're doing. You got to make sure that what you're offering people is strong, something that's solid. And then what do you need to do to get there? Do you want to chime in on that, Wakil? Your thoughts about that?
Yeah, as far as what do you need to do to get there? That's very big, because you can't walk into a small business or whatever, proposing what FC for You has if you don't know everything that FC for You is about. You have a lot of people who are skeptics who, see other people walking in. If you're not in the suit or you have a multi-million-dollar company behind you, it's really hard to get people to jump on board. So you have to know what is it that they're offering? How can you bring them more customers, more people to their business, and why it's good to be a part of FC for You, to allow that tag along to happen. For instance, Sister Ray and I mean, this is way back, probably a year, 2 years ago now, where we had a meeting at a karate. Her daughter, was taking karate. And so we went there, they did their class or whatever. And at the end of the class, Sister Ray timed it just right. Guess what the parents have to do? They have to come back and pick up their kids. So right there on the spot, Sister Ray set up an event, days and time, plan, let everybody know, hey, we're going to have a little 30-minute conversation. But right there, what I'm saying? Right there, that was key. Parents have to come back to get their kids. You know what I'm saying? And there was food, there was drinks, there was snacks for the kids. Most parents aren't going to say no. They got to give their kids something to eat anyways. They just got done, practicing. They're hungry, and they're tired.
Right.
But this lady has free drinks. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll stay and listen. Things like that, you have to keep your mind open to. You can't just walk into a business and say, hey, here's FC for You. You should get on board.
Right.
It's not really take off like that. Say, hey, this is why I think we should work together. I have this and this in plan. Plus, you can put this, in future, parents may come, hey, a couple of my kids told me about a week ago that there was a pizza thing going on here or something like that. Word gets around. Kids talk. Kids talk.
Yes.
Kids went back to school and said, we had pizza after karate practice yesterday. What? I want to do karate now. See? Things like that. Not even knowing that we help other I see. We helped them get business and helped our name get heard. And that's what you got to think about as you go to these small businesses.
That's awesome, Wakil. And it's all about, networking. You have to do things that other people are not going to do. Because if you do everything that everybody else is doing, then it's like, what are we doing that's different? You got to be different and not be afraid of getting out there. You have to get involved with your community. I keep saying, clients are the lifeblood of any business. You can't go into business and say, I don't love people, I don't like people. If you don't like people, you have no business getting into business. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a self-employed person, you have a service that you need to provide to someone. So you have to go where the people are at. And I had a friend of mine, Wakil, that made custom jewelry. She couldn't afford a storefront in the malls. So guess where she went? She went to Home Depot. She had a connection in management. Set up a table in the store. You might say, Home Depot? Yes, Home Depot. She went where people go. Who goes to Home Depot? Husbands, wives, boyfriend, girlfriend, fiancés. You understand? All types of people go to Home Depot. So she was able to make connections, and her sales went through the roof to where she's now able to open up a storefront at the mall. So think about this. Getting ready, you started out this year. This year, you started out with awesome goals, right? Of course, you had to go. It was ups and there was downs, but you made it thus far. The finish line is in sight. It's no longer a haze. You can see it, okay? So don't beat yourself up too bad. Recognize your mistakes and move forward, because you cannot sprint towards the finish line looking back. It ain't gonna happen. You're gonna trip up. You just gotta focus on that finish line, right? So ask yourself, am I walking, or am I crawling, or am I sprinting to the finish line? A lot of people, let me tell you what they do, Wakil. At this month of the year, they look back and see all of their regrets. I should have done this better. I should have done that. I should have brought in more people. I should have let these people go. And they just go, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm saying to myself, go forward. Focus on the end in sight instead of worrying about what happened in the past. You can't change that. Remember, the fourth quarter activity level will show its pretty face or rear its ugly head in the first quarter of next year. You have anything to say on that, Wakil?
I mean, yeah, you have a lot of people who will look back at the year, and that's where you get a lot of your New Year's resolutions from. A lot of people always give you that, I'm gonna do this year, I'm gonna do that this year. Don't wait until January 1st to actually try to do something different. Start tomorrow. Start the day after. Really push yourself. That way, by the time New Year's rolls around, you're already on board with what you're gonna do. You're just gonna keep pushing into the new year. You see what I'm saying? Change happens in the moment you decide to make it. All right, it just doesn't happen because you're waiting on that date to arrive. We have to always look back and take our stumbles and learn how to continue to step over them. Looking back at that step that you've already crossed is not going to help you do anything. You can't go back and trip over it again and say, oh, I'm going to skip over it this time. It already happened. Let it go. Move forward and plan to do better the next time a step comes. The next time you decide to stumble, have a plan for that step. We sit here and you say you should have let some people go, or you should have talked to more people. I should have, could have, would have. That's not going to do anything. If you're going to let some people go, then let those people go. Don't think on it. Don't dwell on it, because you're never going to do it.
Right. That's so true. Never dwell on the past. I always say, you can't go forward in life looking through the rearview mirror of your car, because the windshield is so much bigger, right? That's the future. It's so much bigger than that rearview mirror. And so many people spend their entire lives, Wakil, crying about the past. I'm going to have your whole future, and you that little mirror. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. you know? And so it's next question I had in mind is, and I'm gonna throw this out there. What are you doing to develop yourself and your team? Because if you're a leader, you have to be leading from the front of the pack. Because I know some leaders that just push the people out there, give them a kit, and say, okay, just read the kit and good luck, and let's get the numbers in, let's get the quarters in. But they don't truly, focus on growth, significant growth, you know. And it could be as simple as, spending some quality time with your teammates, some one-on-one times, doing performance reviews, letting them know where they're at. If their standards, how are you working on those standards? Is it being met? Have a caring and candid conversation with people. Be intentional in finishing strong with your people. And so at FC4U, I'm the head coach. And I say time and time and time again, I lead from the front. I will never let anyone go out there and do something that I haven't done. I got to make sure this is not a waste of time. And you know me, Wakil, I'm always busy. So I don't have time to waste, right? So I put in place some awesome marketing systems to help everyone on the team succeed. Because in every business, folks look for what? Leads. They're always looking for what? Customers, right? And guess what? We have a lead generating system where you get at least 100 leads contacting you every single month. I put it out there. I said, you know what? I'm not only making it available to our team, Wakil, but I'm making it available free to anyone who contacts me prior to the end of this year. I'm throwing it out there. I'm like, you know what? First come, first serve, right?
Right.
What do you think about that? The
I mean,
marketing, the leads. I mean, this is amazing.
I think it's big, like you said, for every company to have that, especially that you're giving 100 leads a month. Sometimes it's hard to find 3 people in a month. It really is. And out of those 100, you may get 10. You may get 10 on board. You may get more who actually go all the way through with everything. But you know what? I talked to my dad, and he's a great businessman himself. And when he first started, he only got like 3 people in 1 week, and he was so upset with himself. And he had talked to somebody, and somebody said, "Okay, did you get anybody?" He was like, "Yeah, I got 3." He said, "Okay, you got 3. Be happy with 3. You're gonna get more." And it took him a while to develop himself, and that goes back to what Ray was saying. How are you developing yourself? What are you doing to make it to where you become more of a an attraction, a people person, to where you're getting more than just that one, or you're settling. And so I started asking myself the same thing. What do I do? I attach myself to people who lead. I find people who I like, and I'm like, okay, they're doing something good. What is it? And I want to figure it out. So I attach myself to them. I take some of their skills, and I wouldn't say I mimic, but I try to perfect them to my own. I develop my own craft. And I look for those people. I look for more leaders, and I say, what are they doing? What can I do to get what they're getting, kind of? You know what I'm saying? You see all these people walk around saying, oh, I get 10 to 15 people a day doing this and this for my business, or I get 100 people a week doing this and this for my business. And I'm sitting here like, wow, I'm not knocking anybody's business, but what they do compared to what FC4U does, we should be seeing 1,000 people a month, but like most things, not everything works for everybody, but if you don't try some of the things, then you'll never know if they won't work for you. And if Sister Ray is sitting here saying that we have, a lead generator that can help you get 100 people, then that's a jump already. That's guarantee you at least 100 people you can talk to in a month. And depending on how well you work, you can turn that around really good. And that's a month, not including what you're doing outside, personally talking to people. So there should never be any reason why you should go a month or so without talking to new clients, new perspectives, and getting your business on board. The tools are right here in front of you. You just have to use them. Pick them up and make them work for you. There's a lot of things that's not going to work. There's a lot of things that's going to fall and it's going to fail, but that's not where you need to fall with them. You need to say, okay, that didn't work. Put this down. Let me try something else. Something will eventually work. You just have to try hard enough to get it there. That's what all the successful business people do. That's what all the millionaires, the billionaires you talk to, guess what? They were born just like you and I were. Some of them with a silver spoon in their mouth, a lot of them without. And a lot of those without, they were sitting where we are right now. somewhere sitting in a garage somewhere or somewhere with somebody in the office saying, hey, we need to find out how we can do this better and make it work for millions. And they made that jump. Yeah, it may have took them a while. It may have took them years to be where they're at. But guess what? They never gave up that hope. They never stopped trying. And that's where they are, where they're at right now.
Right. Right. That is so true. And then getting back to the topic, getting back to the topic about leads, Wakil, you know how much the average lead cost per
What, 20,
person?
about $15, $20 a person?
About $25 to $30 per lead, and that sometimes the leads are not even good. Because I remember when I first, I was like, okay, I need to get some leads. I need to get some leads, right? I spent about $300 on leads. Guaranteed, I'm going to get some leads. And I was excited. And so I started calling. And I called and I got a hold of this one lady and she says, please do not call my house anymore. You are the 5th person calling. And I'm like, what? I thought this was just exclusive leads, But people do that all the time. They sell the same leads to thousands of other people. But then once they get your money, that's it. So I'm just saying, what I have to offer you, it doesn't cost you anything. Contact me prior to the end of the year. I will give you that system so that you can be successful, because we pride ourselves here at Financial Coach for You in helping small businesses get ahead. Okay? So instead of spending a lot of money out there on leads or, just going around in circles, give us a call and see what we're talking about. And with what you said, Wakil, and then we're going to end with this note. When I started Financial Coach for You, I had to go through some really, really rough times because the person that introduced me to financial services quit on me. Like a week later, he quit on me. And I'm like, where he at? He's supposed to be showing me the ropes. But see, I had already had a deep passion about learning about this stuff. So I wasn't just going to quit. I wanted to learn because he had someone that brought him in. So what I did was found out who that person was and just latch on to him because that guy was successful. And so when you find somebody that is successful, be an awesome copycatter because, it's all about duplicating themselves. I wanted to learn as much as I could so that I can pour into someone else. If you're going to be a leader, you have to be able to know certain things. You can't just say, oh, I'm a leader, I'm a coach, I'm a manager, and you don't know nothing about your industry. So be a good student. Try to get as much knowledge as you can. Okay? So when I wrap this up, I know this is a short training tonight, but I wanted to get this information out just to motivate some people that's, stuck in the rut, that's looking at the end of the year as boo-hoo. Want to be able to put that fire, that ignition on and let you focus on that finish line because it ain't over yet. It is not over. So now I know it's hard. You're listening out there. I know it's hard to trust people, especially on the internet. But I can tell you, I can assure you that the coaches here at Financial Coach for You, we are ready and we are available to meet you where you are at and put together a detailed financial game plan for you, no matter what your financial situation looks like. We pride ourselves also in keeping your business confidential. We do not sell your information to third party. Okay? So if you are serious about building a solid financial house, just reach out, take the first step, and ask for the help. So financial literacy, from young to old, we're able to help you. You can reach us at www.financialcoach4u.net. Once you get on that website, fill out a survey questionnaire so that we can know exactly where your needs are. And Coach Wakil, he's in Texas. Wakil, you want to give him your information in Texas?
Sure. You can reach me at www.wakeel, that's WAKEEL, at financialcoach4u.net. And you can reach me at the same number that Ray just gave you for the office. And feel free to email me whenever. Please, just email me any questions. I'm here for you.
All right, great. And so now we are always looking for folks that we can train and mentor. Because there's always people out there saying, man, I wish I could be a financial coach, but I don't think I could do it. You know, we're always looking for licensed and unlicensed people who have the heart and passion. We're not talking about the know how because we can train you on the know how. You got to have that passion, you got to have that heart for helping God's people. If that's you, contact us. Give us a call. My direct phone line is 619-357-6558, or you can email me at ray@financialcoach, the number 4, the letter U.net. Any closing comments, Coach Wakil? I'm turning this platform over to you so you can wrap it up and give us any ending comments.
Yeah, all I have, honestly, for you said ending, and I think that's key. We keep looking at the end of the year coming up, and as you said earlier, don't look at it as it being over yet. Look at it as being done. You know, we have ample amount of days to still get in some new customers, build up some new prospects for the start of the new year. You know, even if you don't close anybody out by the end of December, don't stop talking to people. I mean, I just literally closed a client I've been working on for a year now. A year, just closed this guy out. Okay, took a minute, but I'm still working. You know, you never give up that hope on them because a lot of people are expecting that. You know, they're saying, oh, well, if this guy is serious about business, then he'll stick with me. You know, don't let people fool you now either. But at the same time, you got to know how to wait on people to be ready for that moment. It's not everybody's time when you come across and talk to them for the first time. There's a lot of people that are going through things at the time that you talk to them. And they, no, 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 I'm not ready. No, no, no. You know, just send me an email or something. You know, still get you in the door. Because if you call them 3-4 months later and you remind them of that conversation that you had, that shows that's a personal care. You care about that person. You had to, you know, the mindset to keep them in your mind, keep them in your prayers, and to call them up saying, hey, we spoke 6 months ago about so and so. How are you doing? You know, has your situation improved since then? Already right there, you're building that relationship that matters. And they're going to be glad to refer you to the next person that they come across who may be in the same situation that they're in. So never give up that hope and understanding, even when you're talking to people who are not interested. You never know what you may say to that person. You never know what they may need at that time that you can offer them.
All right.
So
thank you.
With that, I'm going to pray us out and hope you guys have a blessed night. We bow our heads. Dear God, I just thank you once again for bringing us all together to be able to share this wealth of knowledge that you've given us, that you've implanted on our hearts, dear God. I ask that you prepare us for this upcoming week, that we keep our minds focused. And I know we're in a little bit of a holiday slowdown, but you keep us moving forward, dear Father God, that we get that fire ignited in us to finish off this year strong, that we may just continue to do your will, dear Father God, and let it be done. I ask that you just continue to camp angels around those listening within earshot, and to those who aren't listening, dear Father God, that you just continue to listen for their prayers and help them out, dear God. All this we ask in your wonderful, more precious name. We say amen.
Amen. Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderfully blessed week.